So I'm Richard Abrams, Abrams Heating and Air. Been a Bryant dealer for about 5 years now, and been in heat and air business for well over 20 years. Took the HVAC Sales Mastery Boot Camp back in March. Leading up to that, just kind of going through, just going with the flow. Had my own little process. Had never had any real formal sales training. Just using my own thing and just making it work. And it was working pretty well. Bill and I were just talking on the way in here that my average sale for last year was $6,300 by the end of last year. And so far this year, it's gotten up to $9,300. The mix is also way up. So we leave that class. It was a 4-day class that Rob put on. We leave on Thursday. That following Tuesday, sold Evolution System. Sold 2 more after that. Just this past weekend, sold an Extreme heat pump system, my first ever that I've sold. It was kind of shocking and surprising and just fantastic, all rolled into one. I was like, really? Somebody wants to do this? And I'd been selling a lot of the 5-stage, the V series, and had been promoting the Extreme. Just had not sold one, so just I guess kind of expected nobody's ever going to buy that. And when that guy, he was like, yeah, if it's not much more, I want the best. Everything that Rob taught in that class, it was great. When I left out of there, yeah, fortunately for me, I hit a bunch of yeses. And I was telling my TM, I was like, I get this because I know some no's are coming, and to have this success right after the class, yeah, it went for a good streak, and then I did hit a series of just no. But I understand, I get it. It's just part of the process. And going through the no's, you're going to get back into the yes mode if you just keep at it. I do know in 2013, I was roughly 60% of legacy entry-level equipment. So now it's at 60% of a mixture of preferred and evolution, and then my legacy is that smaller portion of the graph. You know what the impact is. It's phenomenal. I'm second generation heating and air. So my dad got started sorry.
No, that's fine.
We lost my dad about 2 years ago. So I've got Freon running through my blood. I was born and raised in it. Okay, I'll pull this together and I'll.
Do you want me to stop?
No, you're fine.
All right, because you're doing well.
So it's been a real emotional time for me, transitioning, no longer having him. But being surrounded by people like you and Rob and my Mingledorff's distributor, it's taken me from being a service tech to an actual successful business. And I've got some pretty audacious goals, and we're going to get there. So yeah, the impact of everything from just Grandy and the other training courses Mingledorff's offers, and just everything that Mingledorff's helps us with, and the Bryant brand. As you can tell, it's an emotional thing for me, and I know because of all the support I have, we are going to succeed and meet those goals that I've set.
No question. Let's change gears, direction here a little bit. What are the customers' typical responses when you start out with that high-end system?
Most of the time, it's a bit of a surprise. They don't expect a system to cost that much. But the comfort survey, going through at the very beginning, asking them those questions and designing that system around them and their needs, they get it. Because then when you start explaining the features that Evolution has to offer and how it meets their needs, they can start to just get it. They're like, okay, yeah, I understand there probably are much cheaper options out there, but we're not just wanting a box. We want comfort. We've got kids with allergies and bloody noses, and back when this industry was just, as my dad was coming up through it, that's all it was, hey, we're just going to heat and cool your house. But now we can actually take care of their family. And so when you're able to tap into that emotional side and get them to realize that the walls just come down and like, yeah, we see it. It's worth it. Our families are definitely worth that and more.
Very good. Excellent. Any final thoughts for us?
Life's a journey. I wish I could have had all that much sooner, but it all works out in timing, and I encourage everyone to get in and just use the process. That's one. Me personally, I just turned 40 back in May, and like I said, with losing my dad, it's like I've got this new awareness. Life is short, so hey, this works. I'm going to use it and not stray from it, and just make the most out of it.
Let me ask you one more question that just dawned on me. Do you feel there's anything in this process that that approaches, say, manipulation of the customer?
None at all, no. Like I said, again, it's from the very get-go, you're just building a rapport with them, getting to become their friends, and letting them tell you what they need, and just offering solutions to it. I have had instances where I've realized I don't need to push these people into Evolution. It's not what they're asking for. They're saying, this is our situation, and I still, yes, promote and say, look, we've got this product, and they'll be like, well, yeah, I mean, but we don't need that. We don't need it. And I'm like, I understand, but I don't want to leave out of here and not having given you the option. But yeah, based off the things we were talking about, this is more for you. So no, it's the process is it's all about them, and it's not about me trying to maximize my profits and bank account. Like I was earlier saying, I love this industry and everything about it, and having a process like this and actually, if you want to get down to it, what I was doing before was maybe ripping them off because there was no process. It was me just coming in, knowing what these things can do, but not knowing how to make that connection and say, look, this is the features, here's how it works for you. I'm just coming in just hammering them with the logic of how the systems operate, and it may not have been a good fit. So in a way, maybe I was ripping them off, but even then I didn't have the intentions of doing it. But the process by no means is a scam or a ripoff.